you the truth, this where you need to be. To tell you the truth, but can you handle the truth? To tell you the truth, this where you need to be. To tell you the truth, to tell you the truth, to tell you the truth. To tell you the truth.
Yo, what up? It's your boy Miggs, and welcome to Tell You the Truth podcast. I got my boy right here, my childhood friend George. Special guest for this episode. Everybody, it's his birthday today, so
That's right, man. What it do, G's? You already know. We outside. We in Florida right now doing a podcast.
Yes, sir.
Back in the days.
Yeah, man. Me and George we've been going at it since the early 2000s,
Like around
90s,
2000.
late 90s.
Yeah, man.
Sunset Park, Brooklyn. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Nah, growing up, I've been raised in Sunset Park. You already know. Moved to Coney Island, then back to Sunset Park. That's how it is. Basically, we used to party back in the days. We used to fucking go to school together, elementary school. Our story starts back from elementary school. Matter of fact, from the first time I met him in class back in 5th grade, he sat down next to me. He was asking me, "What's your name?" And I told him, "What's your name?" Blah blah blah. And at the end, he was asking me, if you have a girlfriend, and I was like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Yeah, you got a girlfriend?" He's like, "Yeah." And then we turned out to be, "What's her name?" Eleni. "Yeah, mine too." And then we had the same girlfriend, you know what I'm saying?
That's how we
Amonte.
met. That's how we met, yo. We met because we were both in 5th grade class, Mr. Bokel.
Yep.
Excuse me.
Niggas used to...
Mr. Bokel, 5th grade class. And we both had the same girlfriend, bro. That's how you know these hoes ain't shit.
Mm-hmm. She used to wear the same baby blue sweater for lunch. That's how, does she wear the same baby blue sweater? Yeah, mine too. And that's it.
And you was like, and we used to argue. We was going back and forth. Yeah, but she held my hand. And then he was like, yeah, but I bought her a goldfish.
Yeah. For Valentine's Day, I remember. Yeah, man, that's hilarious.
Nah, good times, bro. Good times. Man, me and George, we grew up in Sunset Park. Not an easy place to live, and we blessed to be here. We turn in, we in our mid-30s, and we blessed to be alive. All the crazy things we did in our past.
Yeah, man.
Destroying 8th Avenue in Sunset Park.
Yo, we used to violate everything.
Violating everybody out there with snowballs, rocks, batteries, whatever we could find.
It all started with the snowballs.
With the snowballs.
After that, then the ice balls hitting the window, breaking windows and shit. Then the fucking rocks.
Yeah, bro.
All over Borough Park and Sunset Park. It was crazy. We even had a team called BWA.
Yeah, we had a little crew called BWA. We had BWA before Kevin Gates.
Definitely. Yeah, man. You know what it stands for? Breaking Windows Association.
Breaking Windows Association.
We was only freaking 12 and 13 years old. And breaking windows, 30 windows all over the hood. I don't know, it was just crazy. I don't know why we was doing that, but whatever the case was, we had like a rush, it's like our drug.
It was like our drug.
Yeah, we used to hit Chinese
terror.
people in the face with the snowballs, then people in the car driving down the block with the windows open with the snowballs in the face. And fighting on the block on 42nd between 8th and 9th Avenue. And a lot of stuff, over there. Yeah, it was a great time.
Nah, we had good times, bro. Sunset Pool.
Niggas used to play Manhunt, remember?
Manhunt on 42nd between 8th and 9th.
Yeah, 8th and 9th. Shout out to everybody from 42nd.
Shout out to everybody from 42nd, man. Those are the great times. Yeah, man. Times are changing, but the memories will always be there,
Yeah, man.
Man, good times. But we in Miami. I got my boy George out here with me in Miami. Put your phone on silent. And we just gonna do the podcast how we usually do it. We got a couple topics. We got why relationships don't last these days. That's one of the topics. We're gonna talk about TSA and ICE, World Baseball Classic, Dominican Republic and Venezuela, a little feud they got going on right now. We saw the Tank and Tyrese versus Legendary. That was what we're gonna talk about that. And then yeah, man. So nah, man, like, why you think relationships don't last these days, bruh?
Honestly, I feel like a lot of relationships don't last. It's because a lot of girls expect a man. They have a visual of a perfect man.
Yeah.
Like they think they gotta provide all the time, which is okay to a certain extent. But I feel like they think it's like Prince Charming or something. Like when they do too good, when they treat you the right way that they think a man
Yeah.
should treat you, they're not satisfied with that. It's not enough. They feel like if anything, it turns them off when you
Yeah.
treat them the right way.
Yeah.
Because if you provide or you give your love to the woman, eventually they'll get tired. They want more mysterious, men. They want the bad boy. You feel me?
Yeah.
So in reality, you got to be the bad boy because all that other stuff is not gonna work out nowadays in society. Everything's about a fan. Not what a fan do. A fan. What is it? That stuff. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans era.
Yeah.
There's no more girls in the strip club like that. It's the OnlyFans era.
They going straight to OnlyFans.
They just want, yo, papi, just cash out $50. You can see my ass, and that's it. They can make a lot of fast money finessing niggas.
Straight
so
up.
it's all about the money. Nowadays it's not more like the '90s era where we had R&B niggas and girls is falling in love,
people
getting
falling
married.
in love, getting married.
Nigga, the marriage rate went down. I don't know how much.
Bro, I don't
percent,
know the
but
last time I went to a wedding, dog.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, it was like going to weddings was like once or twice a year.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Bro, I don't know anybody going to weddings no more.
It's all different nowadays. It's just about like
It's
materialistic.
It's
We in a
materialistic.
materialistic era.
It's the social
Even more.
media, dog. That social media ruined the essence of love. Like it ruined that pursuit of love that we used to do. And it's crazy, bro. Like
That's a fact, though.
I don't know when is it gonna change. I don't know. Maybe one day people are just gonna get tired of Instagram and just
Back then, I remember, like I said, like we was talking about Sunset Park. Everybody used to dress up with the outfits, even females. Go to Fifth Avenue, bag a number, or you'll see people chilling in the stoops, hanging out. You'll see girls and people meet on the blocks, walking or whatever the case is, and they hook up, like that. Or house parties.
Yeah,
Niggas
and
throw house parties.
there'll be a real couple.
Yeah. And it
Now
was all house
it's like-
parties. Now it's just everything's Instagram.
Now
right?
it's like, oh, I want to hit it the first night, and then like it's like I don't know, bro. Like it's not worth chasing it no more either, bro.
Nah, definitely don't.
Because
chase
it's
that.
like Instagram got these hoes all. They got them all like just look at you look in their DMs, you gonna find someone that's gonna be like, bruh.
Oh yeah, Instagram and the phone, you can scroll and pick and choose who you want. So it's so easy for somebody to pick and choose.
Yeah.
It's not before that you get to meet somebody at a store out of nowhere. 90s era.
Crazy.
The way we seen things growing up, it's way different now. Now you just go through your phone, you pick somebody, match, go ahead, do your thing. Most likely, it's gonna be a dub. It's gonna be first night, probably hit, and that's it. You don't take nobody serious nowadays because that's just the way it is nowadays. People
Nobody's
do not like you
having
for who you are.
kids. Nobody's getting
Yep.
married. Nobody's having kids.
Yep.
And I also think too, it could be the economy too, of the high wages that guys just can't even afford women no more.
Oh no, definitely not. Definitely
They
not.
can't even afford women no more.
People back in the days, they were expected to pay the whole bill, and and the man provides the bacon.
But they had the money
That's
to do it.
And of course,
Now
you got all the money in the world.
now the men
Uh-huh.
they gotta provide, and half of their check is already going to rent.
Oh yeah, no.
So it's like society. I think society wants us to be alone. I think they want us to be suffering and
Every time the wages go up, the rent goes up, the economy goes up, everything goes up
yeah.
no matter what. You
And
could
then
make $7 an hour, the economy was still bad. You make $30 an hour, they put minimum wage 30 an hour, it's still gonna be bad. Why? Because they're gonna raise the rent, they're gonna raise everything. It's like you never end in circle, like you're still gonna be stuck, regardless of
and
how it
then these
sounds.
women, they're so blinded by social media about, oh, I want him to buy me this. I want, like, like they see the illusion. Their minds are fucked
Yeah, yeah.
because of the illusion of social media.
Hmm.
They think that,
And there'll be a lot of niggas too that they be, tricking buying girls on $7,000,
yeah, they tricking. They
$8,000,
tricking, yeah.
Gucci bags and all
But
that stuff.
that ain't real life,
You know,
man. That ain't the life that these people
and the next thing you know,
really
you see
want.
them, them niggas get dumped.
Yeah.
The next person, when your money runs
When
out,
your money runs
and
out.
yeah, you see that bitch with the next person at the
Yeah,
club.
that ain't real life.
That shit is hilarious.
People need to wake up, man, for real.
Yeah,
People
single
really,
life is the best.
people really need to wake up, and we got to stop letting the material things and
All the rappers talk about that, buying girls.
yeah,
This and that.
like
The real tricks is the
social
rappers.
media, money. Yeah, the hip hop also
Sets it up.
ruined relationships. Hip hop ruined R&B.
Definitely.
Hip hop,
They ain't
hip hop,
nothing.
hip hop ruined a lot of stuff. When they started talking about nonsense, it ruined R&B too, because now nobody cares about what R&B people are saying no more. Like back then, a nigga would be singing about how much he love his girl. Hip hop came and started. Oh, that niggas is bitch. Like y'all singing niggas is bitches. We don't love you. Like we don't love you. Like they ruin hip hop with they stigmas.
Nah, little, the singing niggas will kill you, and they kill you
Yeah,
first.
yeah. But man, hopefully something changes and people start finding their loved one. Because love is a beautiful thing. Having someone that you really like is a beautiful thing. So we just wanted to bring that up because it's like we see a lot of people, you know, not with somebody for a long time, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm one of them. I'm working on myself as well, and I feel like a lot of people are too.
Oh
But
yeah.
we gotta do something. Even if we gotta delete social media for a few months, or delete the things that's keeping us, distracted. We gotta do what we gotta do. But for people our age, in our 20s and 30s, even 40s, like we gotta wake up. We can't be doing the same thing always.
Yeah, you just gotta focus on yourself. Get to the money, work hard, and the right person just comes to you.
That's a
it.
fact.
Let the person come to you, and you don't got nothing else to worry about. Just worry about that money, and make sure you got your own place before you start any type of family or get any girl pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you stabilize, because a lot of people is also having unstabilized kids,
And that's bad.
and living with their own parents, and their parents gotta take care of their child, and you can't even take care of your own child, but your parents is doing it for you. So
And that's normal now.
yeah, that's not good. You gotta
That's
man up
super normal
as a
now.
man and also as a woman. Even if you're a single parent, you have to make sure you have everything. You can't just let your parents take over and provide for your child
Hell
that you
yeah.
brought in. And you know what I'm saying? That's the way it goes. You just
That's a
gotta
fact.
take responsibility. You gotta be accountable for your own actions.
So now let's move on. Man, what's up with the TSA, bruh?
Oh, I don't know, man. Them niggas wasn't even in the airport. It was all ice.
It was all ice?
It was ice at the
You
airport.
saw ice at the airport?
I saw ice at the airport. That's right. In LaGuardia, there was some ICE agents in LaGuardia. Matter of fact,
Get outta
Wednesday.
here.
On Wednesday, yeah. But it wasn't nothing. They were just doing the TSA job. There wasn't even like
Doing their job.
It wasn't even harassing
They're
nobody
not harassing
or
nobody.
nothing.
They made it seem like they over there taking all
Yeah,
the
they're taking
illegal.
the immigrants and stuff. I haven't seen not even one immigrant get taken. They were just on the computer swiping your ID. You get in, you get checked the regular way like always, and that's it. But they got a TSA fee of $45 if you don't pay for your real ID.
Oh yeah, that's
with
New
the
York.
star.
New
In
Yorkers,
New York, though,
New Yorkers always scamming somebody. F
Yeah.
Mondami, fuck Mondami.
And you know,
The worst mayor, and it's only been a few months, and he's the worst mayor of ever in New York City. Fuck Mondami.
yeah, fuck.
Yeah, everybody's all ICE is there. They're taking all the illegals from their kids. Y'all gotta shut up. Y'all gotta shut up. Y'all don't know what y'all talking about. The only thing that we don't agree with is we don't agree with TSA not getting paid. That's not cool. You feel me? Like that
You
government.
definitely gotta get paid.
You gotta get paid to work.
You're on the airport. A lot of terrorists could come somehow. You know, some way. You gotta have people to do their job.
Yeah,
you know?
that's the only thing.
That's an employment job. You know,
Yeah,
you're letting people into this country.
I don't agree with that.
Through flights.
Like
So,
it shouldn't be that if the government shuts down, TSA shuts. That's TSA should be paid differently than the government. You know,
yeah, that's 100%.
I don't know how they're not getting paid for their work. But ICE, is ICE getting paid? I don't even think ICE is getting paid. If the government shuts down, everybody don't get paid. No.
I mean, I guess. Well, ICE. You know, they started off, I guess, with like a $50,000 bonus for joining ICE. So they probably, you know, they already got paid. You know,
They got that
I don't think
guap.
they are getting paid, honestly, because they're under Trump. So you know, Trump really wants them, you know, to do their job, and
Yeah.
you know, regardless of taking illegals or not, you know, they definitely, I think, getting paid. You know, that's a little bit more strict, like more government. I think, you know, yeah, more inside the government.
I gotta check that out. I don't know
Yeah.
if ICE is getting paid. If you know if ICE is getting paid, leave it in the comments. Let us know if ICE is getting paid during the government shutdown. I don't think so, cause they're part of the government. But the post office is part of the government. Is the post office getting paid?
A lot of people probably wasn't getting paid in the post office.
It's still shut down.
yeah.
The government's still shut down.
I'm not really sure about that.
But
I do have people that work in the post office, so I mean, I haven't heard nobody complain about not getting paid yet. So, but if I was to hear something like that, I would have definitely heard about it.
But the airport got to do something, bruh. They don't care no more. They don't care. They'll delay your flight. They'll make you stay in the airport for 10 hours, and they don't care. That shit gotta stop, bro.
Hell yeah.
The airports and all that stuff, delaying flights, people missing their connecting flights because they're mad. That shit ain't cool, bro. Us people, we pay. We want to get to the destination on time, like the thing says. The TSA has become a joke. The airports have become a joke.
Hell yeah.
You feel me?
Shit is ridiculous out here.
Like, bro,
Everything fell apart.
everything
It's
fell
falling
apart.
Instead of getting better, everything's falling apart
Yeah.
more. I feel like back then it was more structure.
Everything was
Now
structured.
there's no structure. Everything just fell apart. Everybody's more sensitive. Nobody, if you got an opinion, somebody else is over here trying to insult you for your opinions. You know what I'm saying? And you know, it's just like political shit. Everybody want to be.
A politician.
Everybody's a politician now because Donald Trump is president.
Okay.
But before Donald Trump was president, ain't nobody was no politician.
That's a fact.
Everybody was talking about music or other things.
Everybody was talking
they didn't
about-
even care. They were talking about conspiracy
Yeah, talking
theories.
about COVID.
You know,
we got our. Everybody was scamming. As soon as Trump left, everybody started scamming when Biden was president.
yep, exactly.
Everybody was scamming, getting PPP loans, and scamming and wasting money, and then everybody forgot about politics. As soon as Trump came back, everybody broke again. All of a sudden, everybody broke again and hate Trump.
Yeah.
They wasted all their PPP money.
They wasted a PPP loan. Yeah.
What y'all gonna say when Trump leaves office in 2 years? What's the next excuse?
Nobody gonna be a politician no more.
Nobody gonna be
quiet.
No.
And look at Joe Biden. It been quiet for like 4 years. You ain't really hear nothing. They were still talking about Trump. Matter of fact, they were still talking about that dude. He wasn't even president no more. Still joking on TV, national television, you know, about Trump, news reporters and everything. And Joe Biden's president.
Yeah.
Everybody's still quiet. Everybody's quiet.
I didn't. I'm telling you, bro. I did not hear any politic talk while Biden was president, bro.
Nah, nigga, Joe Biden had fucking $5.73 gas, $5.55 gas in New York City.
Wow.
Yeah, and they talk about Trump right now. Yeah, everything went up, but let's see. You know, it hasn't went up to $5.55 per gallon yet. You know,
Man.
but gas prices is up. He got to do what he got to do ASAP. And
Nah,
that's
we're
it.
going through there's a little
And-
war going on. You know
yeah.
what happens.
And that's it. Take care of everything else. But other than that, I feel like he did great as a president. And
Yeah, I
agree.
think he did a
Yeah,
good job,
he
bro.
did bad.
For all the pressure everybody put on him,
Mm-hmm.
hating. I never seen a president hated so much,
A person.
and he still hold it down.
All of them used to like them. They
As a
used to
matter
dick
of
ride him
fact,
in the 90s.
you know they having a worldwide protest right now about him, right?
Yeah, but again, the
No
Kings
Kings?
bullshit. Again.
Today's no
another
Kings.
Another one.
Today's no Kings. They made a protest about not liking Trump. How this guy lives rent free in y'all heads? That y'all even in London they protesting.
That's fucking wild. And they got
A king.
How about King Mandani, nigga, in New York? Protest about
Protest
that.
Mandami. What happened to the free parking?
Talk about shutting off the lights at 11 o'clock now. Supposedly in New York. If it's just for the electric bill, some shit. Talking about parking. That it's
What
not
happened
gonna be
with
free
free
parking.
buses? What happened with
it's not,
free
gonna- It's not
buses?
gonna be free parking soon.
Come
Soon
on, man.
he's gonna put the meters.
Get some water. Want water? Come on, bro.
Yeah, man. This is live?
Yeah. No, it's not live. We just recording.
Oh, and then you just edit.
It's a podcast.
Then you just edit the parts.
Nah, it's a podcast. It's all good. We just rocking with our fans, man. We rocking with our fans. You know, we just came to get a little water. But you know, when the hate don't work, they start telling lies, bro. Let's keep moving to the next topic, man. Shout out to Dominican Republic. Shout out to Dominican Republic winning the no, shout out to fucking Venezuela. What the heck?
Shout out to Venezuela for
Damn.
winning the World Baseball Classics.
Yeah, shout out to Venezuela for winning the World Baseball Classics.
Shout out to Dominican Republic, had a good lineup. They put up some good games.
Shout out to Dominican Republic.
But at the end, they just choked up.
Yeah,
It's a
and
good pitching. And, USA is just a better team. They're not the best in the world, but they had, one of the best lineups.
they had good pitching.
And they had good pitching, But good pitching beats good hitting, USA had all the aces from,
Yeah.
all the aces,
I feel like DR had
Schemes,
great team, but they gotta just be a little bit humble.
They just gotta be more humble.
A little bit more humble, and DR will take the ring. And USA showed that during the game because USA stayed quiet the whole season.
Yeah, they did.
And look
at Japan. They won a lot of chips in the past. They humble.
but they always stay quiet.
Uh-huh.
It's about being humble. But then Puerto Rico lost. You don't hear Puerto Rico talking about
Puerto Rico.
they
didn't even have the star players. They were missing a lot of star players.
You got people now. You got like Dominicans talking bad about Venezuela, bro. When did that ever become a thing? Where we start bashing each other's countries, bro. Like Alofoque saying that no Venezuelan is gonna be able to watch his show. Like, bro, don't do that, bro. Like, y'all gotta show a better way of, I know losing ain't nice, but that's not how you handle that situation.
Nah, definitely not.
Shout out to Venezuela, bro. Like that win was for them.
They play humble. They even hugged Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
When a nigga got on base, they started,
Venezuela
hugging,
went
they
through a
started hugging
lot.
them and stuff,
Bro, these past
yeah.
since the last WBC,
Yeah.
Venezuela has gone through a lot.
Exactly.
A lot of immigrants coming, a lot of them being deported, Maduro being taken away. They're happy that he's gone now.
Yo.
This is big for Venezuela, bro. And for Dominicans to bash Venezuela and tell them they suck and they ain't nobody, bro, that's corny, bro. That's super corny. Y'all gotta show, if we want Dominican Republic to win the next one, just be a little bit more humble. And, like, the shit that Alofoque did, talking about, I'm gonna shut down the IP for Venezuela, they're not gonna be able to watch my show.
Oh, nah,
That's corny,
wild.
bro. Alofoque, you're corny for that, bro. For real. For real, bro. That's you know.
Yeah, that doesn't represent all the Dominicans. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? There's a lot of Dominicans that is
Nah, I'm
humble,
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm
and,
pretty sure there's a lot of Dominicans that
but
respect it.
you
But
know,
it's just like, come on, bro.
yeah,
Venezuela worked hard for that. They deserved it, bro. It was fair and square.
yeah, nah, everything was fair. Even you even had Italy, bro.
Italy did great.
Italy did good. I was
Italy
thinking
did
Italy
great.
was gonna be, you know, it was gonna be in the finals.
Yo, them
And I thought they were gonna beat Venezuela
they shocked
because
me.
they beat USA. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, that was good for Italy. Shout out to Italy. You know, they think the Italians, they know how to play baseball. They've been in the baseball game for years, even from the beginning of time. You can say
Yeah.
so. Shout out to Italy too. For them, they play good baseball.
Man, we saw the Tyrese and Tank versus. Man, that was a good one, man. That one was legendary, and it kind of made me realize how good Tank is, yo.
Oh
I've
yeah,
always been a
Tank.
Tank fan, but it's like he showed me like he's one of the OGs. He's one of the OGs of our era.
Yeah, definitely R&B.
You know,
Bro, he's
like
he's a monster, man.
in my opinion, Tank.
Ain't nobody could hold him. Like
Yeah,
I think
bro.
he killed Tyrese
He
in the verses.
killed Tyrese in that
Tyrese
verses,
was feeling
bro.
salty. There was a lot of
A
insults
lot
going
of
back
insults.
and forth. He looked like he couldn't take the loss, the L.
He looked like he was
Bad.
on Ozempic.
Yeah, I don't
Tyrese
know.
was looking like he was on Ozempic too. But Tank did a great job. Congratulations to Tank. Even though Tyrese got big hits,
Yeah, don't get me wrong with Tyrese. I
but
always listen to Tyrese
Tank
as well.
Tank got longevity. Tank
Yeah,
got
yeah.
Tank, man, great job, Tank. That was awesome, bro. Like, and they was going at it. They was going at it like shit. I thought they were gonna fist fight at one point. They were getting so personal. But nah, man, I got my boy George with me. Every time he comes out here, we're gonna do a podcast. We're gonna bring him on to the podcast.
Definitely.
And yeah, man. Tonight we're going out. We're going see the town. It's Miami Music Week.
Yeah,
We're gonna go see the towns. We're gonna go to Wynwood and see what's going on Miami Music Week. But yeah, at the end of my episode of my podcast, I always do new music with Miggy. A lot of albums came out this week. Charlie Puth, he dropped the album. He dropped. No, you good. He dropped the album. Whatever's clever. Great album. Charlie Puth did a great job. Really great job. Charlie Puth did a great job. The production was amazing. The lyrics, bro. Check that album out. I gave that album a 7.9. That album was amazing.
I haven't heard it. I gotta tune in.
Yeah, it just came out Friday. It's got good songs. It got a lot of good songs. So check that out. Charlie Puth, Whatever's Clever. I give that a 7.9. Central C, London rapper.
Oh, Central C.
Yeah, he dropped the album, but it only had like 7 songs. Central C bodied that. I gave it a 7.1 because it was a little bit of songs and pretty much the same style. Nothing really crazy, but you could tell that Central C is like the top in London, in America. Like in America, we look at him like the number one in London. He bodied that album. I'm gonna play it later. It's a great album.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's a good album. It's a good album.
I haven't been in tune with them.
Yeah. It's called All Roads Leads to Home, something like that. I gave it a 7.1. Also, Fetty Wap dropped. Fetty Wap dropped his album.
Oh, Fetty Wap.
Fetty Wap dropped his album
back.
on Friday. He's back. I listened to it. That shit was ass.
Yeah.
That shit was trash.
I want to hear that.
That shit
matter of
was
fact.
ass. I give it a 5.8. You got all that money, all that budget money, and you can't make a decent album, bruh.
At least you should have made like one song, like a hit
I mean,
or
I'm
something.
gonna show you the album. We can listen to it later, but the production didn't even sound like it was mixed right. Some of the songs sounded like he used AI for the beats. I don't, bro. Like, for somebody to come out of jail and have an album, we gotta at least do a little bit better than that.
Yeah,
I give it a
yeah.
5.8. That's just my opinion. I think he could have done way better. But you know, people change, I guess, and I gave that a 5.8. My boy Yeet dropped his album too. It's called ADL, I think. It just dropped also on Friday. I gave that a 6.5. I mean, Yeet. I don't know if you ever heard of Yeet. Nah.
Not really. No.
I be playing it in the car sometimes.
Yeah.
The ooh, like that
Oh,
crazy
yeah,
hip hop
yeah.
shit that I be listening to.
Yeah.
He dropped again. He's been dropping like really consistently. He's been dropping like two, 3 albums a year. He's been going hard. So I gave it a 6.5 because now like when you're an artist and you keep dropping like don't take no breaks, you start sounding this. Your music starts sounding the same. So I feel like all his albums are starting to sound the same. But I gave it a 6.5 because the production was good. And he got good flow, but you're not really saying nothing and your songs are starting to sound all the same. So I would say, bro, take a little break from music, at least 2-3 years, maybe 5 years, maybe go to rehab because you sound like you're on heavy drugs. And then come back and maybe do something different. But I gave that a 6.5. I also heard Chief Keef's album, but I'm not even gonna rate that shit. That shit just caca.
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna talk about that. But Chief Keef dropped if anybody wanna do it. But I didn't really rate it. It wasn't really worth rating. Chief Keef is not the same no more. But shout out to G Herbo. G Herbo's he got Chicago on lock.
Oh yeah.
G Herbo, shout out to G Herbo, bro. He got Chicago on lock. Man, thank y'all for coming to the podcast and tuning in. My guest George, you already know. Follow him on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
It's GDADDY _ the boss. You already know. Just follow me, and I follow you back.
You already know. And my Instagram is Miggy Truth, MIGGY Truth, TRUTH.
That's
Miggy Truth. Tune in, like, and subscribe. And I want to thank everybody for supporting, y'all. We out. We gonna party tonight. I hope you do too.
Yes, sir. We're gonna party for my birthday. We
George's
outside.
birthday.
To tell you the truth, this way you